All right. Okay, so after the horrifying experience of seeing a village being completely slaughtered, going back to Kolinar and fighting creatures that were maybe a little bit above your pay grade, your party decided to leave, feeling that they were no longer welcome in the city. Leo decided to leave the party entirely and was accompanied by Feather when he did so.
Bye.
Now, the rest of you are heading south to the Shattered Plains, where the seat of power is held currently by the Alethi King. So the Shattered Plains is the bottom right. You guys are in Kolinar,
Oh, yeah.
which is there.
We're on the Kolinar specific map.
Are you? I thought I changed.
No, we see your pings, but we're on Kolinar specific.
Really?
There
Yeah.
we go.
There. I had you switched. You apparently just didn't switch. So you guys need to make your way all the way here. Roll20 is a website that sometimes works. And we appreciate it when it does. So you leave in a caravan pulled by a God, I forgot everything. Literally forgot everything as we started.
A giant turtle thing, whatever they're called.
It's a crab thing, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
Crabby, stabby.
the big crab. I'm just gonna call him the big crab because I'm tired and I can't focus. You're a chull. That's what it's called. Ha! You're being pulled by a chull. Your cart is being pulled by a chull. As you're leaving the city, though, everyone make a wisdom saving throw. So that is everyone that's still there. That is Heskin, Mendacious, and I am so out of it. Suyi. Jesus. And Mendacious as well. Alright. So Heskin and Mendacious, you suddenly feel an utter hopelessness take over. And while Suyi is able to resist this effect a little, you still feel it to an extent. You feel like a sense of loss, depression, and lack of hope, but not as strongly. And as you turn around, you see, standing on the walls of Kolinar, five hooded figures standing apart, just looking at you with gleaming metal eyes. As one by one they disappear behind the walls. All right. So,
Go on.
breakfast. It's okay. So, you guys will be traveling. This travel should take about 2 or so weeks in game time, so I'm not gonna make you guys play through all of that. However, if your other characters want to join up with the party at some point during the travels, let me know.
Sure. Be easier.
It could be during or it could be at the end. Either way, it doesn't matter.
The end.
The end? Alright. How about you, UC?
I'll DM you.
Okay. Okay. Make a general perception check for me. Everyone that's on the card.
Nice.
Good rolls. All right. Sometime during the first week, a few days out, so about also just to remind you guys, a week is 10 days. So about 7 days in or so. Mendacious notices a raven just flying through the air. Now that's kind of an unusual sight. Especially in this part. Yeah, it's a chicken. A black chicken.
Black chicken. Eat. He's not going to say anything out loud. He's not going to acknowledge it.
Alright. So, Suyi, the next day, you notice this raven as well. Your passive is good enough for you to have noticed it, not necessarily the first day, but the second day you would have. And the next day, and the next, and the next. You're about 15 days in, so only 5 days left, and it's still following you guys.
Oh, you're talking about the chicken? Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
Suddenly, they hear getting closer. And the raven swoops down towards them a bit.
You see the chicken swoop down at you.
And it's kind of just flying lower, kind of acknowledging their presence and that they've noticed it. No, just acknowledgement. And with that, the raven will land kind of on the edge of the cart, like on the railing sort of part of the cart.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I will kind of just sit there with its head kind of cocked sideways.
There's a chicken now looking at you expectantly. Who's driving? That's actually a good question. I'm always guessing Mendacious is driving.
Why me?
I don't know. That's just kind of what I picture.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I could see that.
It
It's
looks like a black chicken.
skinnier than a chicken, but yeah.
I mean, chicken is just a bird in this world, but yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. You poke it, and it's still just kind of like cocking its head, looking at you. And if you like push it hard enough, it does kind of like move a bit, but still it's just like looking at all of you guys.
Huh. That's a weird chicken. Probably. Although I wouldn't bet on it being much of a meal.
And it starts flying away again and is kind of just following you guys in the air again.
Well, there goes that idea.
All right. You guys keep on going for the next couple of days. And eventually you make it to the Shattered Plains. Now, what lies before you is a bit of an unusual sight. I have an image. Did it load?
Yeah.
You see what looks like from afar, almost like a dry desert. But then you realize that, oh no, these are plateaus, giant plateaus that can fit armies on top of them. And next to them in 10 craters are 10 war camps. You see a market above the war camps here, and a castle here. You guys are arriving basically from this direction. The raven or chicken is still following you guys.
Most likely. Use the king's wit, after all.
All right. You start. Oop.
As they find their way to a stable and park, the raven will come down, land on the ground, and kind of start pecking at Mendacious's foot, and kind of like hop away and look back expectantly.
The hell is wrong with this chicken? What do you want?
It goes up and does the thing again and walks back away a little further this time.
Do we have like food? Wait, no, we shouldn't feed it. Then it'll definitely just follow us more. Oh no.
It kind of cocks its head a bit.
Oh, great. If you feed it, it's just gonna follow us longer.
When the food gets thrown, it just flies and lands in the cart. And you see a bit of shadow kind of like grow up around the raven. And oddly enough, a man forms out of it.
Well, this chicken was stranger than I thought.
All right, please describe the man.
You see a 5'10" tall man. He's wearing dark robes with brown hair, pretty long brown hair, extremely pale skin, and when he looks up at you all, you see that he has topaz eyes. And he looks a little malnourished for someone his size and age. I'm sorry, but sorry I was the one following you, but something I'm drawn to you guys. Not sure what it was. Piqued my interest. As for who I am, my name is Helm Evanwood. It's been an absolute pleasure meeting you. And interesting traditions you guys got going on in this cot here.
Traditions.
Well, I guess traditions ain't the right word. It's more like your daily rituals and that sort of stuff. Not tried talking to you, but that one over there started poking me with a stick.
Yeah, I mean, you realize you weren't, like, saying words when that was happening, right?
I was yelling at you guys. Saying, hey, 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 you guys.
That is very much not what we heard. At least that's not what I heard. I don't know about the
Huh.
other two.
Heard it clear as day myself.
Okay, then. Great. Well, just so you know, I don't speak chicken, so there you go.
Suyi, you notice something not exactly creep up on you, but there's someone that's walking up to you behind you. You see, and please, Bambi, can you describe your character?
You see a very white dragonborn character. He's got like almost a wizard like almost cloak. It's very flowy. His got a giant scar on his face going from his left eye down to his cheek. His bones are like his horns are really tattered. It seems like he's been in some really rough shape.
Look, it's another one of them giant lizards. It's just like you. And I point to Heskin.
Hello, I'm Omund.
Now hold on, Heskin. You made a connection there. That's something.
I don't think I caught all y'all's names. Told you mine. My name is Helm. And you guys are Heskin, all right. And I look to the others.
My name's Almond. I just said that.
Almond, got it.
It's not almond.
Almond, got it.
No. Say it with me. All moon.
moon.
Duh.
Duh. Almond.
Almond. No. You stupid.
I told you. I was drawn to you guys. Something about you really, really made me feel a connection with y'all.
Look, I'm here because Hoyd sent me. I'm a friend of Hoyd's. I used to be in the castle as one of the guards.
Really? You didn't think to lead with that?
Hey, you guys just seem to be chilling here, so I didn't think he was in that much of a hurry.
You purple one, what's your name? You didn't tell me your name.
Hey, that's correct. I didn't.
What's your name? Come on. Hey, what's his name?
I'm sorry,
Man,
It? Did you just call me It?
Man. Could you say that again? Man. Day. See us. Oh, so mandolin. Gotcha. It's like this that I got here. And he reaches into his bag and pulls out a veal. Yeah, my mandolin right here. And yes, he is absolutely holding a veal.
Is this person with you? Any of you three?
I don't think so.
Well,
But I really don't think it's gonna stay that way.
Well, y'all know my name and I all know y'all's name. I guess we're out together now. We all know each other.
I guess all four of you will come to the castle then with me.
I mean, that's where we were going in the first place.
Well, now, since you probably don't know your way around here, and I do, you have a little escort.
Right. Okay, that's good. Because we had no idea how to get to the castle that is very clearly in view of us.
I look to the elf and say, "Hi, my name's Elm. What's your name?" And stick out my hand. Nice to meet you, Sugi. And I hop down from the cart. I hope you guys enjoy this, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm loving it.
Very good. This is the role play of a negative intelligence character.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
So I don't have all day. Are you guys coming or not? I'm just gonna sit around here like a bunch of slags.
That's a tough decision.
I hop down from the cart and kind of... How tall is your character, Bambi?
6'4"?
I'm gonna hop down
It's
from
like
the
on the
cart and
tall
try and
scale.
put my elbow on his shoulder and be like, "Yeah, come on, guys, let's go." And I'm 5'10", so it's noticeably like I'm really up there.
I am going to push his shoulder off of me. Do not touch me.
All right. No need to get angry, Almond.
Oh, wow. What a question.
Just because we're Dragonborn doesn't mean that we know each other. Or particularly like each other.
Oh my god.
Yeah, not gonna lie, Sui. That's the most racist thing I've ever heard you say. And believe me,
All Moon is just gonna
I know
start
racism.
walking because he's done with this point.
I'm gonna follow.
You're just digging that hole real deep.
I'm gonna follow Suyi or Almond, and I'm gonna try and play my viol like a mandolin, because that's
Make a
how he knows how to
performance
play
check.
it. And I have proficiency in it, so
Shockingly, this is a performance to rival Mendacious's own.
I am no longer in a jovial mood.
This might even be slightly better.
oh my god, I love when the rolls work out in my favor. He's walking off.
Make Hmm. Mendacious.
I mean, I am driving the cart.
Well, the cart is parked now.
Oh, the cart's parked? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm coming.
All right. So, you're being led to the castle. And this structure is not welcoming in particular. You're being let in, but you clearly see that a lot of soldiers give you suspicious glances, and you get the feeling that the only reason why you're being led through is because Allmund is there. You walk through some of the castle, the dark interior of this castle for a little bit, and eventually you're being brought to a room that has the familiar face of Hoyd, who looks at you all and says, "Ah, I've been expecting you. Some missing, but we'll do. Come, sit. We need to talk." Oh, Suyi, I've always told you not to be formal with me. Now please sit. Yes, I heard. That I heard as well.
I take a spot at the table and put my feet up.
Helm, good to see you again.
It's been a while. How you been?
Same as always. Of course. I wouldn't have called for him otherwise, now would I?
Hood, you get along. You get around a lot.
I do. Absolutely.
I'm not sure who's traveled more, me or Hoyd here.
Probably.
Oh, it's definitely me. Absolutely.
Probably,
Now,
definitely you, yeah.
what can I do for you? I heard there was a spot of trouble in Kolinar, but I did not hear the details.
Well, a lot of stuff happened. And basically the house you told us was like, you know, our base of operations. Yeah, it's pretty much gone.
Gone. How?
Yeah. Well, we weren't exactly there when it happened, but we were there after it happened, and it didn't look great.
Okay, so what was the source of the trouble? A monster thing?
Yeah, there
Took
were
off.
some strange people with spikes in their eyes.
When you say spikes in their eyes, you see Hoyd's attitude change completely. There's always a glimmer of humor in his eyes, but for the first time ever, this vanishes. Five of them. 5 Steel Inquisitors in Roshar. How, in the name of all that is good, did that happen? Of course. They must have escaped the... Never mind. Yes, they're called Steel Inquisitors. They are not native from this world, but I have seen them before, and they are quite dangerous. I'm surprised. Uh, it's complicated, Heskin. How can I put this? There are more than one world. World is not exactly the right word. Planets, maybe. There are multiple planets in this universe of ours. I am not sure what they are after you. Ah, you ended up in Shadesmar. Did you find anything interesting while you were there? Or before you got sent there? And the glint in his eyes back.
I think you already know the answer to that.
I think so too, but I want to be sure. A gem, perhaps? Can I see it? A girl? That's a good question. Who has it? I think the last person who had it was Mendacious.
I don't think so.
I think the last person who had it was Leo, but for the sake of things, let's say it was in the bag of holding or the haversack.
Yeah, so whoever has the bag of holding, which is Heskin. Okay. And Hoyd reaches his hand out and plucks it out of Heskin's grasp. This is exactly what I've been looking for. Flick of the wrist and it's gone. Thank you.
Homer's kind of taken
now,
aback by like the shock of wait, what?
To answer your questions, these creatures are from a place called Scadrial. There was an uprising, we could say, and the leadership that used these creatures as a policing force got decimated. I thought they had all been accounted for, but apparently 5 managed to escape through Shadesmar and make their way here. This makes things more complicated. They are very powerful. Another creature. Let me guess. Blue skin? Grew to Yes. Yes, that's a Kolos. They're also native from Scadrial, but those are made, not born. If they have the spikes necessary for Kolos, then that should be concerning. For everyone. They could make an army, theoretically, of those creatures. So long as they have the spikes for them. I might have to ask one of my old friends to help with that. But anyways, on topic. Where did you find this gem and it reappears in his hand before it disappears?
Helm is just as bewildered.
Oh, come now, Helm. You've seen me do better.
Still, but every time it catches me by surprise.
It was in Rathalas, I believe.
Yeah. Behind the bug man. This
Yes.
is me talking, not Helm.
Yes. Rathalas. Ah, interesting. To think. A man made out of bug. Oh. Oh, there's one this far east. Might have to go to Rathalas. Many questions are revealed through this, many answers yet lingering. No, you do not. None of you had ever seen such a creature before. Yeah, you guys don't know. Well, I'm not sure why you ended up in Shadesmar. But flicks wrist and it's back. This is somewhat connected. Flicks his wrist again and it's gone. To the place. Not exactly there, but I think it tried to take you further, but it couldn't.
What do you mean further?
Well, there's some theories about what each of these. There's 3 realms. One is the physical realm in which we reside right now. Then there's the cognitive realm, and that's Shadesmar. But there's also the spiritual realm. And I think if I am thinking of what this is, and I do think I'm right, it was trying to take you to the spiritual realm, but couldn't. Not sure why. Maybe its latent power wasn't sufficient. This is a splinter of a shard. So maybe if the shard itself is complete, maybe that would be enough.
Spiritual realm, so what's it trying to kill them all?
No. It was just trying to be whole again. This, and flicks again,
Stop that! Ugh.
is a piece of a god. Flicks and it's gone. Or, better, to explain this better, a piece of what makes a god.
I don't think that explained it better.
It's not the physical body of a god, but it's what gives a god his powers. Well, that's the question. What god is dead? Sure. But if you find more of these, feel free to bring them to me. No, not rocks, They are people. They can be any type of creature that is intelligent enough. And the shards give them power. But if it's a splinter, it's not enough. Uh, did any of you try to identify it?
Uh, yes.
Let me guess, did you get knocked out?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right. It's far too much information, far too much power for your mind to be able to digest. You're lucky it didn't kill you.
That's good information in retrospect.
Yes. Magic is a wild thing. Now, you've lost 2 members, but fear not. You have 2 more members now to get acquainted with.
Wait, what? We didn't discuss this, Hoyd.
Well, when do I discuss anything?
Very true.
All right, we all best buddies now. Almond, Mandolin, Suyi, can't remember the rest of y'all's name, but all good friends now.
Please don't kill him. He's very powerful.
That I am. Y'all saw
Oh,
a part of
boy.
it yourself.
That's not worrying at all.
And, effective in his own manner if he's not the smartest of the bunch. But,
Listen, why do you guys keep calling it chicken?
Oh, right. They're not used to ravens. To them, they're all chickens, all birds.
Huh. I snap in the ravens on my shoulder. Well, this is my buddy. My good buddy. And I snap again and it's gone.
See? You can do that too, and with birds. I can't do it with a bird. You can just do it with a stone. Yes. Well, all chickens are birds, but not all birds are chickens. You see Heskin bring their familiar into their hand.
I kind of lean towards it a bit. And kind of almost poke at it with a finger.
He's not the only one.
I was just thinking that. It'll be fine. I have a way with animals. And, I use, I talk to it and say, hey there, buddy, how you doing? Using my, stuff. Because I took the, beach speech.
Beast speech, right. The snake just kind of looks at you and doesn't answer.
All right. I get it. You're shy. And I sit back in my chair.
Just to be clear, I was talking about Heskin. Heskin, not you, Ed. Although,
I thought she was talking about the conversation earlier. That's why I was laughing.
So, Hoyd looks at y'all with an amused smile on his face. I think the safest course for you all is to stay here for a while. Can't stay in the palace. Olmund, I've already put in your letter of resignation.
Without my consent, of course.
You don't need to work there anymore. You don't forget that I was the one to set you up here in the first place.
Having a word with the guard, though, wouldn't hurt.
No.
Especially in other cities.
I advise you stay here for a while. There's probably some work to be found in the war camps. It is a difficult time right now, so be careful still. It's not the safest place, despite the fact that this is the king's seat for the moment. There's crime about. So just be careful. I'm probably going to have to leave for a bit. I hope the king doesn't miss me for too much. But a witless king can go on at least for a while. Well, you mentioned this crab person, and that piqued my interest. You did not show Hoyd the sword yet.
It is on Heskin's back at this point, so
Oh, is it?
yeah.
Okay. Then he would have absolutely noticed, and he would have immediately commented, "Where did you get that? And please give it to me."
oh, I wouldn't do that.
I
wouldn't do that, Heston.
advise you that this is in your best interest, if only for safety's sake. Drawing this sword would kill you in a matter of seconds. Any of you. This is probably the most dangerous weapon to have ever been made. He takes it. He's like, well, never thought I'd see you again, Nightblood. Flicks both his wrists and it's gone. Hopefully that takes care of it for a while.
I really want to know what the sword said to him.
Same.
The best way that I can explain it is it's a sword that wants to kill evil.
I think we knew that already.
But how do you teach a sword what is good or evil? How does anyone know what is good or evil? So it relies upon its wielder's understanding of good and evil, and even then to a not very great amount, and tries to destroy evil. But the problem is that it feeds upon its wielder's life force while being wielded in combat. There are ways to counteract that, but you lot aren't capable of those at this moment. So,
That's some cravenage shit right there.
Well, I guess I start showing you around the city then. Find you a place you'd love to stay for a while.
Well, I believe there should be some places to be found in the merchant district.
That's where I was gonna go first.
Good. You've already been dismissed from your duties, Almund. So do not worry about that. When you go to the military camps, be careful. Some of them don't appreciate visitors. If I had recommendations, Colin, and maybe, let's see, not Ruthar. Not Sadius. Oh god, not Sadius. That would be the worst idea.
What do you mean? They should totally go there.
You know just as well as I do that Sadius is one of the most despicable people out there. Sabariel, though, might be a decent enough place. Likes to recruit mercenaries for work over anyone else. But Colin might be a good idea too. The others, do not trust them or their people. Almund always absolutely knows where those camps are, yes.
Doesn't mean that I'm actually gonna like you guys and take you to the right one, but
If you don't take them to the right one, Almund, they'll get killed and you along with them.
Possibly.
No, definitely. Now, is there anything else I can help you with before we go our separate ways? Oh, a way to contact me. Oh, that's actually not a terrible idea. Flicks his hand, and there's a quill in it. This is a span reed. I have a matching pair. I have the other one, you will have this one. I will have mine set up. When you write me a message, it will write me on my own. The quill will copy what you write, or draw, or anything of the sort. They are twin. I will have mine set up to receive messages, although, just so you're aware, might not always be able to respond promptly, so don't expect too many answers.
Don't worry. If anybody's gonna do that, it's gonna be mendacious. Or Mendicius. God damn it, you guys have made
Is it mendacious or mendacious?
It's supposed to be Mendicius.
Oh.
I've always said mendacious because you never corrected me.
I know, yeah.
Okay,
Everybody
mandolin.
just started calling him that.
Okay, mandolin.
We're just gonna call you Mandolin from now on.
Oh boy. You mean Viol.
My favorite visual pun to date.
um. So, Almund leads you away and takes you to the merchant quarters. There you have a selection of inns that you can choose from. They're all relatively clean and good. Some are a little fancier than others, but depending on the quality that you're looking for, it'll be the most modest one, so the shittiest one? Oh, the most average looking one. Alright. Yeah. That can be done. So you are brought to a very average looking inn. It would be a silver piece a day to stay there. And it's called the Glittering Gemstone. In there, it's pretty quiet, but it is the middle of the day, so you can assume that most soldiers are out and not yet drinking. You might be a little bit more active at night. There's a woman behind the counter who looks at you and says, "Ah, welcome. How can I help you?"
These goons are wanting to look for a room.
So how many rooms will it be for all of you?
5? Or you guys want a bunk?
I'm fine bunging with whoever wants to.
We're obviously gonna have the idiots be with Benny. I mean, Mendacious.
Yeah, I think I'll pay for my own room.
All right,
Guess it'd be
so
it'd be
5 rooms
fun.
it is. I can do that. Would you like meals with that and all?
Yes.
Why not?
All right, so let's say 2 silvers per day. We'll have meals included, drinks, all of that. How long are you expecting to stay here with us?
We'll hopefully pay by day if that's alright.
Of course, of course. Actually, there's a river not far.
Heskin. Don't forget the gray water.
It's 10 silver per gold, right?
Yes,
Gotcha.
absolutely. All right, so yeah, strike out if you're paying for food as well. It's 2 silver pieces per day. If you're not, it'll be 1 silver piece per day. You guys should be able to afford basically 100 years there.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
maybe not me.
Right. You probably can't.
I can pay it right now, just not that long.
Correct. So, what would you like to do? You're now set up for quite a while.
I'm gonna find a corner and start playing my violin.
Yep. Make a performance check. Considering how well he played earlier, he's playing not badly now, but not nearly as well as he did before.
And he seems
It's-
completely oblivious to it.
It's a middling performance.
He's just going.
Mendacious feels better about himself.
Yep.
Maybe Mendacious wants to show off his new gloves,
Ooh, that's a good.
his new
Please.
fingering.
Please let the dice.
That's a good point. Yeah, yeah. Benacious pulls out his flute. Does a performance of his own.
Now I forgot exactly what they do. Do they give you expertise or advantage?
Advantage, I believe.
All right. Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, advantage.
All right. So roll with advantage.
Alright. Let's go.
Oh.
So the music the music is so well played that it doesn't actually compete with Helm's own music, but complements it and almost elevates it to a higher level through his own performance. It's quite nice.
Hey, you ain't too bad at that.
Thank you.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do? You have 2 war camps potentially to find some work, or you could look for work in the merchant quarter itself.
I think Heskin said something about praying to the storm god.
Ah, yes. There's no response as of just yet. You do know that you tend to get better responses during the storms. And so now right now you're not getting any. Basically, yeah, signal is low. Yeah, it should come in a couple days. It's happened about twice since you left Kolinar, but they're about every 9 days or so. Sometimes a little bit earlier than that.
If y'all get bored, I'm sure we can find some work, by the way.
Don't look at me. I made this character so I'm not a leading role.
Someone's got to lead.
Come on, guys. I'm talking. I don't know about you, but my pocket's pretty empty. I could use some gold.
I guess, yeah. I guess there's no such thing as too much gold.
Okay. So, you set out into the market, and almost immediately you're assaulted by noise, calls, and this weird small human that comes up to you and his, "Ah! You all look like valiant fighters. My name is Free Jackis."
Sorry, come again?
Freed Jackis.
What's he look
Free
like?
Jaxus.
So he has long black hair that's tied in a ponytail. He has light blue eyes, stubble from a couple of days, a tan skin, and pretty well dressed. I am looking for some talented fighters to participate in a tournament. Are you interested, my friends, eh?
depends on what kind of tournament.
Ah, it is one of skill and daring, my friend. One of the most dangerous tournaments in the world. Ha ha ha! Where you fight monsters from all around Roshar. Are you interested, my friends, eh?
I sure am.
Well, it depends. What kind of fighting is this? Are we talking about fist fighting, or can we use some of our other skills?
Ah, any skills or weapons that you can bring into the arena to fight these vile creatures of the world. It is one of the most beautiful events of the year. And the prize pool, my friends, let me tell you, ha ha ha, you will be impressed. 10,000 gold and the honor of being called Master Hunters, an honor that goes throughout Roshar.
So, lots of money and fame.
Yes,
Count me
very
in.
high. You're a man of good understanding, my friend. And he claps you real hard on the back.
I wince at that.
I'm just gonna glare at those two.
Well, I'm on board.
You're this fast. I did not expect for you to just sign up like that. Ha ha! Good, good. The event is in 6 days.
Is it a group thing or is it single?
It is a group thing. It is generally done in groups of 5 or 4 or maximum 6. But,
I guess we're in then.
that is
Thanks to you,
perfect.
Mestacious.
Good, good. I
mean,
must
were you
have your
gonna say
names so that I can record them into this ledger. And he pulls out a ledger and a pen and is just... So, you the purple man with the nice horns.
Oh. Why, thank you.
What is your name?
Mendacious.
He writes it down with a flourish. You, the grumpy-looking blue robe person. What is your name?
You know what? It's fine, Thoth. It's fine. Yeah, I know. Everybody, look, it's gone on too long. It's just stuck. It's just stuck. It's mendacious now.
All right, sweet. You, the white dragon person. What is your name?
Which dragon are you talking about?
The white one.
My name's Amund.
Almund. The black one.
Oh, it's Heskin.
Ah, Heskin. Good. And the raggedy-looking fella that looks like he's gonna last about 5 minutes in the ring.
I'm. Hold on. I need a second because that's actually really funny. My name is Helm. How you doing? And I stick my hand out.
Helm, give me a second. Let me finish writing this. Puts it away and clasps your wrist flamboyantly and shakes it vigorously.
I shake it just as vigorously back.
It has
Figure
been
that
a
out.
pleasure, my friends. I should say that the other groups have been recruited into the army and won't be participating, so you'll be facing more monsters than normal, so it'll be slightly more dangerous. But do not worry, you'll be fine.
Oh, I'm
I'm
so
not so
excited
sure.
for this.
These creatures are vicious and mean. And many a heroes have fallen to the magnificent creatures in this arena. This is a once-a-year event, and let's just say that the bets are against you, eh? But don't worry, my friends. It'll be all right, I'm sure. You look quite capable.
I want to insight this
Oh,
guy's
absolutely do it.
sales pitch. I don't know about this. That.
So the main feeling that you get is relief. What he said about all the other like contestants being recruited into the various armies is absolutely true, and he has been desperate to find people to join this event. It will be dangerous that he's not lying, but you don't know what that means for you guys, particularly.
Does Almoon do? Does Almoon know anything?
No, not particularly.
Okay.
This event only is held once a year,
Got it.
and
I was
it
asking this
is
question,
yeah.
and I didn't know.
And it's always a secret what creatures are being brought in. So, my friends, you're saving me from quite the pickle. You'll be alone in the ring against all of these vicious creatures, fighting them one by one. It is an event over 2 days. On the first day, you'll be fighting 5 creatures. On the second, 2 creatures. You get 10 minutes rest between each bout, and then 1 day to recover for the second.
So we fight each creature one by one, not as a group.
Yes, that is exactly right. And you do not get to see the creatures ahead of time. That would be cheating. I cannot give you an advantage.
When do we start?
Well, it will be 6 days from now, so you have some time to prepare.
Sound good to you guys?
Well, sounds just fine to me.
All right. He gives you guys directions to where the arena is. And then enthusiastically just waves at you as he leaves. Make a perception check, everyone. This is just for while you're walking through the market as well.
There it is.
Sui and Mendacious, you and Heskin, you notice as you're walking through the market a sight that is extremely rare. Fuck, give me a sec. I just need to get a refresh on how the voice sounds because it's been quite a while.
The Bone Lady died.
Oh God, I hope not.
The Bone Lady? Oh, she's still in the
Yes.
city.
Yeah, back at the city you guys just left.
You see a turtle. And he goes, tattoos.
Oh my god.
Everyone want tattoos? I got tattoos for anyone that want them. I am the best.
What kind of tattoos are these?
Tattooing. get the prices.
Oh boy.
I have those somewhere.
Benny, please tell me you know who this is.
Don't think so.
Oh my god.
I know the voice is not 1-to-1 exactly, but it's.
It's very stinking close.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it in a bit.
Are you caught up?
I am caught up, and I know what happened.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did I post that? I have it somewhere in my notes, but
A lot. It's a lot.
Oh, I found them. All right, my tattoos are pretty unique. They give you extra power, but you can only ever have one. And it is said that if you go in a high storm, it has some interesting consequences. I should put that in important, not in general.
I think
And he
them
goes
prices are a
over-
bit too rich for my blood, friend, for now.
He does go over what every one of those things does, and where on the body it would be. If you want to get it done at a later time, we can always do that. I will be here when you need me. Do you have the money for that? Ooh.
Money hoarder.
What one would you like done? They are +1s, yes. Let's see, you're at 20 wisdom?
They're +1 ability score.
Yeah, I can't push you above 20 in any...
Wait, I thought you could.
You can, but I'm not letting it.
Ah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I must warn you that this is going to be very painful. That's a good question. Does anyone got any booze?
I don't know.
Not on me.
Not on me either.
Well, just tell me what the design you desire is, and I will inscribe it onto your arms. You don't have to come up with a design right now, by the way. Or do. That can be done.
She's obviously been
Alright.
thinking about this.
Well, sit down and we will get started. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Hell yeah.
You pass out. hard immediately as soon as he starts the process of tattooing. Almost before. But he goes through the entire process and you see snakes wrapping around Heskin's arm that are encrusted in small ruby crystals and gems. And you now have both arms. You have snakes wrapping around the arms, finishing at the hands.
Just before Heskin wakes up, I'm gonna turn to everyone else and be like, "Hey, I got something funny I want to do there. Hold on, wait." And he closes his eyes, puts his hand over his face, and you see darkness kind of swirl around him. And using Mask of Many Faces, he turns into a perfect Orly.
That is quite impressive.
Well, dang, yeah.
I must say, I like you a lot.
I like you a lot, too. What's your name, buddy?
Orly.
It's a pleasure meeting you, Ollie. My name is Hilm, and he puts out his now turtle arm.
And he goes to clasp it and he's like, oh, now that's an impressive illusion.
Ah, thank you. And I did this that way when Heskin wakes up, she sees two of him.
Heskin, after a little bit, you wake up and your arms feel like they're on fire. The pain is pretty much still excruciating, but you get a +1 to your strength that is permanent.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, unfortunately, having tiny gemstones encrusted into your arm is quite painful.
Quite painful indeed.
Oh, you should be fine by tomorrow. Now, if any of the others are interested in getting some work done, you know where to find me. Oof, that's a rough voice to do.
Sounds like it.
I pop out of the illusion and just say, it's definitely a fine craft indeed. I'm sure we'll be back, buddy.
He salutes you a little bit and goes back to just hollering his advertisements.
Definitely be coming back for that resistant fight.
Yeah.
5,000
You
gold
could
later.
basically make it. You could get any resistance you want, more or less. By the way, for 5,000.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, you have one thing you can do in 6 days. You still have some time before that. What would you like to do in the meantime?
I'm gonna go look around the forge, like, weaponry area.
All right. Yeah, you find a couple places that sell weapons. There's you see a place called Fabulous Fabrials that sells magical items. It's a relatively new tent that you haven't seen before.
We know the name,
and
though.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
I don't, though.
And right across the street, you see a dwarf forging at a smithy.
I'm gonna go to the new place just to see what they've got since I know the other place.
Alright. Well, the smithy is new as well. There's a
Oh,
couple.
okay, well.
There are a couple smithies, but these are both new.
So you said that you know the Magnificent Fabrials place?
Leo does, not me.
I said both,
Oh.
as in Sui. Or did you not say that in character?
I'm guessing that was out of character.
No, Suyi's going to the river. Suyi's not even with us.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, right.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go to them anyways.
And, inside, you see a human man in fine clothes. That's the word I was trying to find. I am really out of it today. And he's like, how can I help you?
Just gonna be looking around.
I know you. You made it to the Shattered Plains as well. Welcome. It's good to see you again.
So how do you know each
Heskin,
other?
I believe. Oh, we were in Kolinar together. We left around the same time.
I was kind of trailing behind, but I walk into the store too and kind of just like start looking at all the shiny things. Not looking for anything in particular, just, you know.
Oh, welcome.
Howdy.
Is there anything I can help you with?
I'm just browsing. Go ahead and help them out.
All right. And how about you? I do not know your name yet, and he bows slightly to Almund.
Name's Almund.
Welcome to my store.
I haven't seen this place before, so I figured, I'll just browse.
The finest wares in all of Roshar.
I can see that. Some nice things in here.
Quite. I made these all myself. If there's anything in specific you need, let me know.
Do you have any things in the staffs? Particular.
Staffs? Let me see. Let me take a look. I'm gonna open DnD Beyond and look at every single magical item because I own
D&D.
every single book.
D&D Beyond. Not sponsored, by the way.
Not sponsored, by the way.
Not sponsored. But hey, D&D Beyond, hook us up. Or hook Ellie up, because he's bought all your shit.
Hook me up
Already.
with a refund.
Exactly.
So I have the Skyblender staff. You get a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this staff. While holding it, you get a +1 bonus to spell attack rolls. If a flying creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an attack roll against you, you can use your your action to hold the staff aloft and cause it to flare with light. The attacker has disadvantage on the attack roll and must succeed a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or be blinded until the start of its next turn.
And how much would that stuff be?
I think that this would be. This is uncommon. 600 gold.
If you can maybe hold this for me until after the fight.
Oh, are you participating in the tournament?
Yes.
Impressive. That sounds great. I will gladly hold it. We have some other staffs, but I'll let you peruse.
Okay. I'm particularly interested in that one.
Okay. That's good to hear. Those are quite nice tattoos you've got there.
In the meantime,
Are
I've
they
kind of
new?
wandered my way and looking at the tattoos too.
Well, I saw the turtle out there, and I was very interested by the technique. He mentions that if you are ever out in a high storm, something that you should never do, by the way, something might happen to those. Well, could be interesting. If you ever do, though, although I highly recommend against it, let me know. Would be interesting to see the science behind it. Well, when you do, just be careful. I only know of a few people that have survived going out of a high storm, and all of them are crazy. One of them is here in the war camps. You've probably heard of him. The Blackthorn, the king's uncle. He was at a feast once, and he was looking for a knife. He wasn't served a knife for some reason. And the man just leaves the feast, just walks out into the high storm, and walks back with a knife. Out of nowhere. The man is either a genius or an insane person.
I say insane.
Well, that's what most people think, but the Blackthorn should never be underestimated.
I guess so. I guess that's why he's the king's uncle, you said?
Yes, many people actually murmur that he may in fact be the real power behind the kingdom, but I shouldn't feed into such rumors.
You're not the only one.
You did not technically know. Yes, originally no when I changed the entire beginning of the campaign. Yeah. Originally you had though. But
But you and Mendacious did. I don't think Heskin did. Because Heskin wasn't, I don't think, in the original.
No, Heskin wasn't. But also we completely redid the entire beginning of that campaign because I wasn't
Yeah.
happy with my own creation.
Looking up from Heskin's tattoos. I don't think I quite caught your name, buddy. What was your name?
I forgot what I gave you guys for his
Lorenzo, I think.
name. That is correct. I am Lorenzo. It is the pleasure to meet you, and you are...
My name is Helm, and he sticks his hand out.
He grasps it firmly.
He's also known, I guess, as the Chicken Boy.
By the way,
I
this is
told you.
Charles. Lorenzo's the weaponsmith.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, right.
But I mean, I thought there was a couple.
They're husband and husband.
Yeah.
So it
They are.
yeah.
They are, yes.
I told you, it isn't a chicken, it's a raven.
Whatever you say. Just because you call yourself a raven doesn't mean that.
These people, I swear.
Just because they say that the sky is blue doesn't mean that it's actually purple. Well, if you keep that staff for me, I'll definitely be back.
That sounds good to me. I will put it aside for you.
Thank you.
Good luck in the tournament.
Thank you. Will you be joining?
I will probably, yes, see the tournament in action, yes.
Hope to see you there.
I will be in the crowd. Cheering you lot on. Alright. You walk out, and you're free to go anywhere you want. Although I think we're gonna end this here for today. It's a little bit shorter than normal, but I have a lot to set up for next time, and that will probably go long. So
Well, that's fine. Yeah,
Tournament
I don't
fight.
I don't have my hard cutoff for next week, so we good there too.
all right, we'll go. Yeah, we'll do next
Sweet.
week to make up for missing last week as well.
A long D&D session Tuesday.